Yes, it's people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host, the most, the Bridge 258, here today to discuss Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 0. Here we go. And let's start always with the match and how it went around. So, again, I think in the first half, probably one of the worst first halves we've ever played, in my personal opinion. It was very dead, nothing was going wrong. We couldn't string a couple of passes together. It was quite tiring, very slow paced. Weren't really breaking down Sheffield. We're just in and around their box, doing a few things here and there, trying to create chances. Mudryk was not that great at all in that first half. Completely was just, not cooking at all, sauceless, no drip. You hear me? You know what I'm trying to say. Starter wasn't great at all either. Cole Palmer as well, and Jackson. Really, just that the whole attack as a whole was not clicking at all. And to be honest, they did have two fullbacks behind them in Disasi and Levi Cole, who they're not again they're more so centre backs, less so fullbacks, and they're not gonna do the overlapping thing. And big up to Disasi. There's a reason why he's centre back and not right back, because brother can't turn. He's very slow when he turns, so it's not gonna be easy for you at all when you're trying to create that style of play, to be able to look for that chance, be able to create that chance for your team. So it's not going to definitely be easy for you at all in that situation. So definitely not easy. I also felt like they had their fair few chances. Obviously there was that cross that came in that they could have put into, and then there was that Ahmed Holizic shot which went out wide. But in general, the first half was quite bad. Obviously in the second half we come in. I think obviously maybe Pochettino decided to have the talk, if you know what I mean. And really, well and truly, we had that 20-minute spell in which firstly Sterling, Palmer gives the ball to Sterling. Sterling then is able to be a bit more fast, hits that ball the first time, and Palmer's able to get there at the near post to make it 1-0. So big up Sterling. You know me. I always big up all the players, even if I do not think they're still good enough. But if they've done something good, we have to respect their game, as I always respect their game. So that's one of the ones that has happened. And then for the second goal was really, I think for me, more so a goalkeeping mistake by the Sheffield guy, and Jackson's able to put it through to make it 2-0 after a check to make sure that it was not offside. And obviously after that we then brought in Broha. He missed literally an open goal, which was quite terrible. And then we just kept it is what it is. I think for me though, if you now moving on to the actual game itself, the team performance in general was not great. I'll be honest, the attackers for me, and the moments that they really had were not great at all, in my personal opinion. Jackson, other than his goal, uninspiring. Mudryk had one or two chances, was uninspiring as well, in my personal opinion. Sterling, barring that chance that he created and everything like that, was very much uninspiring. So was Cole Palmer, in my opinion, even though he did get one goal and one assist. Big up to him, but he was literally uninspiring, in my personal opinion. You look at the midfield now of Caicedo and Gallagher. Caicedo, I think, was one of the better players in the game today, but he did his thing. But Gallagher, I don't know, man, it wasn't working, man, and we know he's not a pivot player at the end of the day. So that's just my personal opinion. I don't know why we keep on playing this guy in the pivot when we know it doesn't work. But, we need to ask Mauricio Pochettino. Now, in regards to the back four, I think they were alright. Bericho had a good game. Disasi did what he did. Alright back, which I can respect. Dade Shield probably was one of our better performers, hence why he's in my thumbnail too. Petrovic, had a good starting game. We'd like to see what he does going forward. You know what I mean? He's obviously going to be playing in the big game now on Tuesday against Newcastle, so we'll probably get a better data point set to see just how good Petrovic is. Of course, you then obviously have Levi Cole. I think he did a good job today, but we'll see what happens there. Now, in regards to the performance as a whole, it's terrible performance, in my personal opinion. Honestly, I don't know, bro. We couldn't even string a couple of passes together. They weren't even pressing us that bad. We just could not pass the ball. And the thing is, you always have Thiago's ball. What I mean? He's not this year, but he's not even passing the ball, broski. You know what I mean? He's passing the ball to his side. That's why he's always got the highest pass completion rate, because he's passing the bad issue. Disasi, Cowell, or whoever's at the goalkeeper at the back, which in this case would be Petrovic. So that's the reason why. That's a Karen. So it is what it is, really. But I want to just make sure that we are honest about that 110% of the time. I think for me as well, yeah, Another thing I want to put is in Cuckoo, and I think after 2-0, you had, I think, around about, I think that was from around about the 66th minute, if I'm not mistaken, onwards. You really had like a whole 20 something minutes, yeah, to really start giving Cuckoo some minutes if you wanted to. But, clearly Pochettino decided, no, no, we're just going to show him there, make him a face, like, oh, look, he's on the bench now, he's going to be starting hoops. Didn't do anything, bro. Didn't even come on for the game at all, bro. And that which was troubling to say the very, very, very least. So, it is what it is, but we move. Clearly, there from what's being talked about, Tuesday's game is a massive, 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 massive game. I don't know if you guys have been reading or hearing the reports, but that game seems like it's a do or die game. We'll make sure to discuss that though in detail tomorrow, of course. But obviously Enzo didn't play either. Apparently for him, it was a tactical thing to make sure that he rests and is available for tomorrow. However, if you read the quotes that he said, I can only go through the starting 11 I have available, which includes form. So basically, he's saying that he does not believe Enzo Fernandez is currently in form. So if that's the case, then again, I just come back to the case of, okay, if you don't believe he's in form, then why is he, then why do you keep on continuously playing him? So, again, that's just for me a failure on the manager's side when it comes down to it. And, this performance is uninspiring. This for me, yeah, is just, what I mean, you brought yourself an extra game. That's what it is. And like I've seen a lot of people. I've said this before, and I said this on casually. It feels like the way we are playing right now is to save his job. Literally, it feels like to save his job. And for me, if that's the case, we don't need a manager that's going to be just trying to save his job, because we need a guy that's gonna have the cojones, have the belief that his style of play will work and wants to continue in his play. Not someone that is acting like he doesn't have the belief, the determination to do so. But hey ho, man, we move. At the end of the day, the game did finish 2-0. It's a good thing that happened. Hopefully, we can move on from this. But I don't want to see Enzo Gallagher pivot again, please. I refuse to see that nonsense again. In regards to Mudryk today, I think Mudryk's performance was especially poor. But then again, that just comes down to what I've said previously, where my bro needed the league in pre-season, a league on loan with Strasbourg, where he actually could have done and learned his game, play regular football, be a bit more efficient, learn what works, learn what doesn't work, rather than learning on the job at Chelsea right now, which is the issue. Now, I understand that obviously, as I've said previously before on casually, that when it comes down to it, a lot of these players, obviously, they're going to need development, they're going to need time at Chelsea. That is true, but the thing with Mudryk, it seems like he's even not doing the basics right. That's why, for me, again, when I was talking about the loan offer, that would have been done him a world of good, in my personal opinion. But hey, here we move. In regards to this game, there's a lot of records broken. Cole Palmer, if I'm not mistaken, is now broken all of Mason Mount's open play assists this season. I think now that's going to be 16 or 17 games in the EPL. So, wow, that's kind of shocking to say at the very least, to be honest. I'm surprised that Mount had that many low open play assists, but maybe because he was playing in that middle third, so probably was doing the pass before the pass, I could only say. But it is what it is. And obviously Nicholas Jackson now I think has equalled or surpassed Timo Werner's goal tally at Chelsea Football Club. Excuse me, now with 7 goals. So it's kind of crazy, man. So Nico Jackson 7 goals now in if I'm not mistaken 17 or 16 games. Kind of shows you now, wow, what I mean, the levels are rising. Even though we are very critical of Jackson and the way he plays and the stuff that he's been doing, the fact that he's already been able to beat Timo Werner's record, and I think he's now either equaling or I think he's only right now 1 away from Kai Havertz's goal tally for Chelsea last season. Then you really have to I have to give some level of props to him. But clearly, at the end of the day, man, we got Jackson, a cheaper version of Havertz and Werner in Jackson, and who's actually doing it a bit more faster and actually a bit more better. So kudos to him. Clearly, he's doing a good job there. He's not doing a good job, obviously, scoring, but he could score more. But hey ho, man, we move on that one still. Now, guys, that is the video as always. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. In regards to content, obviously tomorrow is Sunday. I might do a nice little mini video called The Up Watch where I discuss some of the results. Obviously, 2 big games, obviously Arsenal, Brighton, and Liverpool, Manchester United. So obviously those 2 games are going to be kind of big, kind of key games. So I might do a little mini review for you guys. On Monday, you'll get the preview for the Newcastle game, plus some of the major Chelsea talking about, because obviously some major news came out. Correa now is going to be out for 3 months, so he's not going to be available till February. And obviously, we know that Ian Matson is being folded and Chilwell's still not ready, so you definitely going to need a left back there, or otherwise you're going to be literally stuck with 3 months of Levi Cole left back, which is not great. So it is what it is, though. But hey, guys, again, continue to like, share, subscribe. Almost at 1,010 subscribers, so it would be really helpful if you guys can get me there. Only 5 more of you. Thank you for watching, as always. Take care and love and